let's move right along. And as before, the format will be the presentation by the applicant, and then I'll ask for those in favor to speak, and then those opposed to speak. And if there's any questions that the applicant would like to answer, she'd be welcome to do that. And then we'll discuss it at the table.
Mr. Chair? Mr. Chair?
Yes.
If I may,
yes.
If I may make just one brief comment. There was a member of the public who noted that at the very beginning of the recess that some of the members of the board were speaking to each other. The concern was regarding the Open Meetings Act. So I confirmed that the only statements that were made were about the process and how much material was before the board, nothing regarding the merits. And so I just want to make a statement that I clarified that it was only regarding the amount of material they had before them.
Thank you. So, Ms. Miller, I think you can have the floor.
Ms. Miller.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth and the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, and County staff, thank you for your time. We are applying for a special use district for the property of Founders Ranch. Because of our 5 key elements in our business plan of key products and services, it's a pretty hefty application, but we wanted to make sure that we were specific as possible in our list of proposed special uses and as clear as possible in our intentions for the property in relation to this special use district. To help ease it a little bit, I have put together a presentation that we'll go through. The bulk of the presentation is in regards to our special uses, our list of proposed special uses. In addition to what you were given as our application, we've submitted 2 additional documents, some reports that we only just finished up in the last day, so we were unable to submit them with the initial application. One is a range ballistics report, and the other is a sound survey report. Both of those, if you could stick behind tab number 8 under range safety in your binder, we'll address those in that portion of the presentation. So we're going to go on ahead and get started, and first and foremost, we want to thank you for the opportunity to apply for a special use district for the property. Founders Ranch and the Single Action Shooting Society are proud to call Torrance County its home, and we'd be honored to be given the opportunity to continue to grow our business within the county. There's a reference of a region and location map. If you refer to your binders, for presentation purposes, this is sort of the template just to keep us on track. But I did provide larger prints of the maps for you in your binder so that you can look at those more closely. This just shows the location of Founders Ranch in Torrance County. We're in the extreme northwest corner. Our fence line actually is Santa Fe County to the north and Bernalillo County to the west. The next slide shows our property map, and again, you have a blown-up map in your binders if you'd like to refer to it. That shows all of the developed areas, the roads, the shooting bays, the equestrian center. Every structure that is currently on the property is noted on this map. There are also notes of elevation for your reference as well. Our business plan has been provided to you in its entirety, and excerpts from the Founders Ranch business plan is utilized throughout this presentation. The complete plan has been provided to you for your reference. The products and services that we have identified via our business plan are 5. One is the Founders Ranch Shotgun Sports Club. The other is facility and property rentals. The third is outdoor events. The fourth is the Founders Ranch Equestrian Center, and the 5th is a world-class outdoor shooting range. Our proposed special uses, again, are broken down into these 5 categories so that we can easily go through them. It's a substantial amount of information. The first one that we'll review is in regards to Section 1 with the Founders Ranch Shotgun Sports Club. The description, the Founders Ranch Shotgun Sports Club began operating in April of 2011, 4 members, with a fully fenced 40 acres. If you refer to the map, there is a line that shows that fenced 40 in the northwest corner of the property. As Founders Ranch is its home, our goal is that the Shotgun Sports Club will be New Mexico's premier sporting clays facility. Our proposed list of special uses in reference to the Shotgun Sports Club are sporting clays courses, trap and skeet courses, cart rentals, a pro shop, sporting clays competitions, trap and skeet competitions, a clubhouse, kitchen facilities. We'd like to offer classes and educational seminars, as well as safety and firearms trainings as well. So we'll go into a little detail about each one of our proposed special use. The first is sporting clays courses. Founders Ranch, and in particular the 40 acres fenced off for the Shotgun Sports Club, has a variety of terrain encompassed within that fenced area. And it lends itself to a wide array of courses, including, but not limited to, 12 stands and 5 stand sporting clays courses. We have implemented state-of-the-art wireless controllers that allow for a variety of menus so shooters can accommodate various levels of skill for various shooters. The second is trap and skeet courses. This is future plans for trap and skeet fields at the Founders Ranch Shotgun Sports Club. Will allow shotgun shooters, from all disciplines to practice and compete in a safe and friendly atmosphere at the Founders Ranch Shotgun Sports Club. Cart rentals, for those of you that aren't very familiar with what sporting clays is, it's a pretty lengthy course spread out. So cart rental service will be a great service for us to be able to provide to our members who come out and want to shoot the course. Otherwise, it's a lot of walking. We'd also like to incorporate the addition of a pro shop with the Founders Ranch Shotgun Sports Club. Supply the needs, shooters' needs, anything they may need, from safety glasses to ammunition, merchandise and clothing, to bottled water and snacks. Sporting clays competitions goes hand in hand with the sporting clays. We are a member, Founders Ranch Shotgun Sports Club is a member of the National Sporting Clays Association, and we currently hold sporting clays competitions in which shooters can participate in various matches. We'd like to continue to do that in the future. We also work closely with some charity and fundraising organizations and hold matches there, such as the National Wild Turkey Federation's youth program and the New Mexico Department of Game and Fish in the schools program, which is a youth shotgun program. Trap and skeet competitions, again, as future development of the sporting clays, we'd like to incorporate in trap and skeet fields, and we'll obviously conduct those in compliance with all the national rules. The addition of a clubhouse is something that we'd like to do at the Founders Ranch Shotgun Sports Club as a benefit to our members and guests to relax after a fun day of shooting. We can also use that facility to host training classes where information is studied and taught, and then we have the ready availability of the shooting range just outside of it to be able to incorporate what those have learned. We'd also like to incorporate in full kitchen facilities into the clubhouse. This is the classes and educational seminars section for the novices and really shooters of all experience. Founders Ranch Shotgun Sports Club is an ideal location to hold training classes. Certified instructors will be available to teach gun safety as well as skill improvement. In addition to that, we'd also like to offer safety and firearms trainings. Safety is the #1 priority at the Shotgun Sports Club. Training will be provided to all regarding firearm safety. Founders Ranch Shotgun Sports Club and SASS has over 30 years experience in firearms training and safety, and our staff there will ensure the safe handling and use of firearms at all times. The next section is facility and property rentals. Founders Ranch is proud to offer a unique venue for meetings, banquets, corporate events, movie production rentals, weddings, various parties, continued development of the property will position Founders Ranch as really a world-class venue for a variety of uses, both public and private. This is a significant list of proposed special uses that we're applying for. Rather than list them here, we're going to go through them each one, just so that, in the interest of time. But I'll be presenting them in order as they're listed here. The first is organizational events, activities, and retreats. The logos that you see on that slide are organizations that we have offered our property to in the past and that have had the opportunity to use it at no charge. So facility and property use and the rental of Founders Ranch by a number of organizations, and these are just some of them, including but not limited to Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, the FFA, AG, Baton Military Academy, VFW Post, and numerous other for-profit and non-profit organizations. Civic and community organization use. We've always made available the use and/or rental of our facilities by local civic and community organizations, and that's one thing that we've always been really proud of, including but not limited to the Chamber of Commerce, the Community Emergency Response Team, or CERT. The New Mexico Mounted Patrol has held their training and qualifications there, as well as the New Mexico Search and Rescue. Different law enforcement agencies have used the property for their training and qualifications as well, the local departments. Trail rides. Horse riding along the various trails, hillsides, and valleys can be enjoyed in many ways. It's perfect for both entertainment riding and leisure riding, as well as competitive trail riding. Dog trials. Facility and property use or rental of Founders Ranch for a variety of canine-related activities and events, public and private. We have the land to do it. Obedience and agility trials and shows, as well as field trials and training for various sheep, hunting, and bird dogs. Public meetings, facility and property use or rental of Founders Ranch by various organizations, local businesses, government agencies, and programs for meeting space. Television and movie location production. Founders Ranch is the perfect location for film and television production. Weddings. We've had the pleasure of having 3 or 4 weddings out at the property as of to date, and property use or rental of the Founders Ranch by individual lessees for weddings. Receptions and parties. We do have the facilities to offer and the property use by individual lessees for a variety of gatherings, from wedding receptions and graduations, anniversaries, or other celebrations. In addition to that, we have the facilities to offer our property for banquets, several banquet options, including the Bell Union Saloon, which is pictured there on the top, which seats 300 banquet style, and it boasts a stage containing sound and lighting. Everything from that to a rustic outdoor picnic setting. Community games is also something that we'd like to encourage the use of Founders Ranch for. Everything from a bingo hall to community game nights, movie nights, fall festivals, carnivals, hay rides. Bunkhouses or lodging. Future development of Founders Ranch include a Western-style bunkhouse or rustic cabins for lodging and overnight accommodation. Rustic camping is also available on the property. Initial preparation and regular maintenance of the property when we purchased it included the development of land to make sure that it was safe and that the grounds are maintained and that shrub is kept cut low and developed so that it offers a safe, ideal location for rustic tent camping as well. Corporate team building and team recreation events. We'd like to continue with our development of the Old West Town, the storefront and vendor retail buildings. Ultimately, a complete Old West Town replica will be standing. That's our goal, complete with everything from a sheriff's office and jail, Chinese laundry, bathhouse, schoolhouse, church. We'd also like to continue our development of the living history museums and the encampment area. The Old West Town of Founders Ranch is in and of itself a living history museum. Every structure is developed or chosen to be constructed as true to our Western heritage, either by name, by form, or by function. dude or guest ranch type activities or events. And that brings us to section 3 for outdoor events. The description of the property is that Founders Ranch boasts 480 acres of gated, fully fenced land, and it's an ideal location for a myriad of sporting competitions, outdoor festivals, concerts, dog hunts, shows, exhibitions. Complete with our flourishing Old West Town that's nestled in that gentle valley, we offer a versatile venue that's really open for a lot of options. Our proposed special uses in terms of outdoor events starts with various sporting competitions. The topography of Founders Ranch, as well as its sheer size, make it a perfect venue for a number of outdoor sporting competitions. It's protected, there are sprawling pastures, and the wooded gentle hills make it suitable for activities such as archery, mud runs, obstacle courses, athletic course trials, and paintball courses. Festivals. We have hundreds of acres of pasture and developed land for exhibition, shows, outdoor stages, as well as a gated entry gate. The roads are graveled and developed camping and parking areas. That makes us suitable for a variety of outdoor festivals and gatherings. Developed camping areas on the property can currently host over 650 RVs, and parking will address the parking capacities later. In this initial presentation, we said parking for over 2,500 vehicles. We did a further analysis of our actual parking capacities, and we'll get to that when we get to the traffic plan, just to let you know the actual numbers on capacity. Mountain Man or Rocky Mountain Rendezvous events. There's a brief description there about what these are, if you have any questions about what a mountain rendezvous event is. Car shows. Millions of people nationwide attend car shows and enjoy car shows every year. Swap meets and farmers markets. I'm sure you all are aware of what a swap meet or a farmer market is, but again, Founders Ranch has the property and the facilities that we could easily host a local community flea market or a farmer's market on a regular basis. Craft fairs fall under that same category. It's an organized event that displays crafts. Again, we have the developed exhibition areas to host those. Camping adventures is kind of one thing that we'd really like to do. Rustic camping with a simple bedroll or in a period correct tent. Group overnight adventures, including cowboy camping adventures, that give folks the opportunity to see what it was really like to sleep under the stars in the Wild West. Educational programs, living history museums, programs, and seminars. The Old West Town of Founders Ranch will truly be a living history museum. It is now, and as we develop it, again, everything is painstakingly chosen to represent either by name or function that period of the American West. We have already, that NRA Firearms Museum that's there is an official museum of the NRA, and we were proud to cut the ribbon on that last year at End of Trail. The next section is the Equestrian Center. We boast, Founders Ranch in Torrance County in that valley boasts really one of the most beautiful settings for an arena in the country. It's nestled in the small valley at the north section of the ranch. We have a 150 by 300 foot arena. It's contained in heavy duty rail with a stock pen at the west end. An underground compressed air and 220 amp electrical system services the arena. We have a fully enclosed and raised announcer's booth that's centered on the arena, and there's a separate building also that houses the compressor and tools located nearby. We have 16 horse stalls also erected close to the developed camping areas. Our proposed list of special uses, we'll go one by one. The first is mounted shooting events and competitions. Those are both SASS and CMSA. The Single Action Shooting Society has SASS mounted shooting, but so does CMSA, which is the Cowboy Mounted Shooting Association. CMSA did host the mounted shooting competition at End of Trail last year, or this year, I'm sorry, in 2012. Rodeo competitions. Founders Ranch, again, the world-class arena that we have there in Equestrian Center is a perfect venue for small to medium-sized rodeo competitions at the community level, the local level. Activities such as roping and barrel racing. Horse trainings, the equestrian center, the arena, the stalls, the surrounding grounds, all again ideal for conducting horse trainings, classes, and trials. A little more description about horse trials. Horse shows are also another possibility for the equestrian center. And livestock shows. SASS and Founders Ranch has always fully supported 4-H and FFA youth programs in the area, and the equestrian center would accommodate livestock shows for those organizations quite well. New Mexico Mounted Patrol training and qualifications, as well as the New Mexico Mounted Patrol search and rescue training and qualifications have utilized the equestrian center in the past. This is trail rides and trail ride competitions. There's a little bit of repetitiveness on a few of these slides in the presentation just because they fall under both categories or key products and services. And again, horse riding along various trails as well as trail ride competitions. The last section is the shooting range. Founders Ranch shooting facilities, are literally among the best in the world, right here in Torrance County. We have 17 shooting bays that are nestled into the hillside that are then backed by the western town, and all of the amenities that are required to produce from small shooting events all the way to large shooting events. We have a variety of mobile buildings and props that make the shooting range versatile and interesting for any type of shooting discipline, and our target inventory is literally second to none. Trained safety officers are on site at all times, and diligently enforced range rules ensure the highest level of safety possible. Founders Ranch Public Shooting Range affords an opportunity for the community to visit a safe, supervised environment and to shoot recreationally. Our special uses is broken down a little differently in this section, just because I wanted to go into great detail about the various shooting disciplines so that you had every bit of information on each shooting discipline that we're proposing be allowed on the property. The first is Ruger rimfire shooting competitions. As a factual note, Ruger actually no longer runs the rimfire competitions. It's been taken over by the NSSF, which is the National Shooting Sports Foundation. So this logo and information is no longer valid. This is as of a couple of days ago. But as you can see, the Ruger Rimfire Series World Championship was hosted in 2011 at Founders Ranch. Various shooting disciplines or shooting sport competitions continues into 3-gun matches. Modern 3-gun matches involve various guns in multiple courses of fire, often simulating tactical and defensive situations. Some matches simply concentrate on marksmanship skills, with little or no movement required throughout the course, while others are a combination trial of both marksmanship and action movement. These are modern firearms used in 3-gun matches. The next is long-range precision rifle competitions. They engage in static paper targets. It's a match for competitors that want to hone their long-range precision shooting skills, either for leisure competition or for hunting purposes. The next is cowboy action shooting, obviously very close to our heart. It's a shooting competition in which competitors use firearms typical of the mid to late 19th century. Single-action revolvers, lever-action rifles, chambered and pistol calibers, and shotguns, either side-by-side double barrels or 1897-style pump-action shotguns. Cowboy action shooting also incorporates side events that will use single-shot buffalo rifles in long-range competitions, derringers, and other firearms typically seen in the Old West. Cowboy action shooting is promulgated worldwide by the sport's governing and sanctioning body, and that would be us, the Single Action Shooting Society. The next is wild bunch action shooting. It's a fast-growing variant or spin-off sport of cowboy action shooting. It's sanctioned also by the Single Action Shooting Society. It's inspired by the Western film made famous, The Wild Bunch, using firearms typical of those used in the taming of the Old West just after the turn of the 20th century. So it puts a little bit of a spin on it there. So the revolvers used in wild bunch action shooting are actually 1911s. Lever action rifles remain in use, but only 1897 style pump action shotguns are allowed in wild bunch shooting. The next is IDPA competitions. This is the International Defensive Pistol Association, or IDPA. It's the governing body of a shooting defense a shooting sport that simulates self-defense scenarios and real-life encounters. The sport is geared towards the new or average shooter, yet it's fun and challenging for the experienced shooter as well. This sport was developed so that practical gear and practical guns could be used competitively. The competition tests the skill and ability of the individual, not the equipment or gamesmanship. Firearms used in IDPA competitions are pistols or revolvers in varying calibers, including .38, .45 ACP, and 9mm. The next is IPSC, or it's referred to IPSC. IPSC shooting is the International Practical Shooting Confederation. It's one of the fastest growing shooting sports in the world today. Courses of fire use many aspects, including movement, moving targets, multiple targets, and the freedom for the shooter to solve the shooting challenges presented. IPSC shooting incorporates a number of firearms into safe competition, including handguns, rifles, and shotguns, all in varying calibers. The recreational public shooting range. Founders Ranch Shooting Range we want it to be a real point of pride in the community. We want to offer a safe and supervised environment to the public. We advocate and always have the responsible use and enjoyment of firearms. We provide full-time safety range officers and strictly enforced range safety rules, which we'll cover shortly. Patrons can utilize the range facilities for the safe enjoyment of their firearms, to sight in their hunting rifles, for accuracy, for personal training, and target practice. Firearm and safety class is also under the section of the public shooting range. The range and facilities are available to licensed firearm instructors for use for CCW training classes and range instructions. Beginner, intermediate, and expert shooting instruction will be provided in all disciplines. Law enforcement use. We're proud to offer the use of our range and facilities to law enforcement agencies and departments free of charge. Departmental or agency trainings and qualifications can be conducted and are a welcomed benefit to our local community. Shooting exhibitions, whether it's part of an event or an event itself, shooting exhibition professionals have the opportunity to take center stage at Founders Ranch. We offer a large exhibition bay, which is that center bay. If you look at the map, it's considerably wider than the others, and it's not, of the 17 bays, it's not typically used as a competition bay, it's an exhibition bay. A few of the exhibition shooters that have performed at Founders Ranch in the past include Tom Knapp, who's one of today's greatest exhibition shooters, as well as Bob Munden. He's the fast draw world record holder, entertainer, and world-renowned exhibition shooter.